The big trip to the big city. The one I do weekly. Just got home. Don't always do it on a Friday. It could be any day of the week, but it just turned out it was Friday this week. And I went a little later than usual because I had several stops. And the first one, you ladies got that Victrola Secrets, and you got a lot of lady stores. There just ain't a lot for guys. But I went in the Ultimate Guy Store. I was in there a long time. I went down now this is a store. Men will agree. You will all agree, man. When we go in this store, we go every single stitch of every single aisle, and we look at everything. Everything. At least I do. And it was busy. And I could see everybody else was doing the same thing. I'm talking about Harbor Freight. Hey, man, it may not be Snap-on tools, but it's it's a place to go for the average man that ain't a millionaire to get tools that'll get the job done. I bought a vise for my workbench out there. I bought a bench grinder. I got me some new open-end wrenches, metric and standard, for $19.99. You can't beat that. And get this. If you break one, they'll replace it for free. What is the name of their brand? Seagate I don't know. But their tools, if you break one, why buy a Snap-on for $80 a wrench when you could go there and get them? I mean, how often in a man's life have we broken or opened in wrench? I have before, but it just doesn't happen every day. And, you got to learn how to use WD-40. And you don't break as many wrenches. That's just how it works. What else I get? I got a set of T-handle Allen wrenches. Because it doesn't matter what you order today. If you got to put it together, it usually has Allen wrenches. And they give you that little squatty piece of junk. If you watched my video about putting together the bookshelf, then you'll know. I dropped that thing 873 times. My back hurt for 6 months. So I got T-handles. T-handles are nice. That's what we used in the printing industry on printing presses. Pretty much everything is with Allen wrenches. And the two things you had was a good regular set of Allen wrenches and a set of T-handle. Most of them were 3/16. But you had to have T-handles to get down into where some of these rollers were. And we all personally owned our own set. Oh, what else did I get? I think that was it. There's a few other things I looked at. They got some pretty nice tool chests and that in there. Don't really have room for anything like that. But I did look at a small air compressor to put in the shop instead of the one I have that rolls around. I want one that's, it doesn't have to be big. I'm not going to be doing a lot in there. So I may go back and get that another time. And then after I left there, I went to Ollie's, because Ollie's is where I bought the flooring for the cabin. They actually have, and I've got 6 boxes of this left from doing the cabin floor. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can do this without messing it up. But it's kind of a gray color. You can see back down there. Well, they still have about 100 boxes of that. So I am going to take those 6 or 7 boxes, whatever it is I got left from this, and put that into the new shop. And if I don't have enough, then I know I can go back and get more. But it'd be just my luck. That stuff's been sitting there 6 months, and I know it's the same batch. Somebody will go in there tomorrow and buy it all up. I knew I should have bought it. They just didn't have a big selection this time. And I wanted a white color, as close to white as I could get. They just don't have it. I was thinking of painting the floor, but then I realized I still got all that flooring left. I got to do some. I was going to do the loft with it, which they have more. You know, it's all the same price. I may do the loft in a different color. We ain't got up there yet. So I didn't pick any of that. I didn't buy anything at Ollie's. Walked out of there, didn't spend a dime. But I know it's there. Same kind. Just got to go back and get maybe, it's 200 square feet in there. And I, with the benches and everything in place, probably about 180 now that I need. So I'm just going to floor it and see how much there is and how much there's left to go. Go buy that. And then I'll just worry about the flooring for the loft. And I still need some more flooring to finish over where I got my safe. As soon as I get somebody to help me move that, I may just try it myself. I don't know. There's temporary legs on that safe that are not intended to be on there forever, and they're still on there. So I have an appliance dolly. Maybe I can get Anson come over here. So we need to put it on the appliance dolly, tip it back, take the two front legs off, put it down, tip it back the other way, take those two legs off. Then I can set it down flat. I ain't worried about nobody stealing this safe. It weighs 1,100 pounds, I think. It's heavy. It's very heavy. No, not that much. I know it's over 600 pounds. It's heavy. We had to bring it in the back door. They didn't want to bring it in on the front deck. I don't blame them, because that deck's old. Let's see. And then I was right by the Ford dealer. And I've got this going on with both of my keys. Actually, this one wasn't this bad. You could see I had drilled a hole. Let me get this to focus. You can see where I drilled the hole. Right there. And as I was locking the door when I was leaving today, something got pressed on that and it broke. I mean, it's got to be the cheapest plastic ever. So I drive around the Ford dealer parking lot for 15 minutes before I could find a spot. I found a spot. I go to the parts counter and I pull my key out and I said, I'm sure you know what's going on here. How do I fix this? Can I get a new key? He said, yes, I can sell you a new key for $69.99. I'm like, that's pretty steep, but yeah, let me go ahead and get one. And he said, well, and then it's $170 to program it. I'm like, no way. If that is not an example of corporate greed, nothing is. Because they know, especially if you lose one or, the chip quit working, they know you got to have it. And so they're going to charge a crazy price for it. And I ain't paying it. So I'm going to come up with something to fix this. They should sell on Amazon. I believe I looked, but I really didn't find out. They should sell like a sleeve that'll go around this to where I could put it on the key ring, because sure as hell, if I don't do something, this will get lost. And I do have another one. It is also broken. Actually, drilling the hole in, it worked, but I believe the chip is down in this corner right here. I seen a picture of it. So I really don't want to drill. And then you got to drill close enough where you can get the keychain on it. That was the problem. So it was pretty thin. I mean, it looks like it's pretty good, thick plastic, but it's just brittle. It's not good. And then I went to Aldi's. Didn't have a quarter. So to get the cart, and I know you can go in there and they'll give you one, but man, they were so packed. So I looked under the driver's seat, and sure enough, found 3 under the driver's seat. That's always a good place to look. Usually down by the doors, behind the driver's seat, in the little creases, or in between the seat and the console. There's always money in there. Yep, back in the old smoking days when I needed a pack of cigarettes and you had to scrounge, you'd digging the couch, digging the chair. Then you go out to the vehicle and digging the seats there, and you get enough to get a pack. Of course, you only needed like $1. Now they're like $72 a pack. Yeah, $4,000 a carton. I'm glad I don't smoke anymore. Bit late for coffee, so I've got my tea going. I got to take Rooster to the doctor here about 3:45, about 3 hours from now. But I got to take her out and brush her first. She can't go looking all raggedy. I brushed her a little bit yesterday. She's got to get brushed again. Can't have her looking raggedy. We're going to get some blood work done on her. I'm not sure if she's just an actress acting sick every other day or there's actually something wrong. She's fine today. Yesterday, she was moping around. But if I mentioned the word treat, she'd perk up. There's nothing wrong with her then. So, but it's time I take her at least once a year. Time for her annual checkup anyway. They like her down there. Yeah. If I walk in and there's big dogs, I'm like, easy, Rooster. And I got this huge leash. It's a horse lead. That's what I bring Rooster to the vet with. Everybody's laughing. You need that for that little thing? Hey, she whooped up on Libby one time. Them little terriers are something else. Well, she's a long-haired Jack Russell. So if you know anything about Jack Russells and their temperament, they don't give up. We had them at the ranch, and they would have something treed, and they would be there for 2 days till they either got what was in the tree or, they would just stay there and not give up. And that's how Jack, and she's the same way. So if you Google long-haired Jack Russell, you will see Rooster. Didn't really know what breed she was when I got her, and I took her to the groomer, and she's very good she said, oh, she's long, and then I Googled it, and there she is. Yeah. Yeah, there ain't, you don't see a lot of them, but they're out there. Rooster's kind of unique. She's from Georgia, too. She came from a shelter in Georgia. They brought her here and brought her to my shelter, and then I took her home. I said, you don't belong. Ain't no dog like you belongs in this place. But where else did I go? I think that was about it. But that's all I did today. Day ain't over. We got to get Rooster. I got to go take her bed, put it in the passenger seat. Can't take the other truck because it doesn't have air conditioning. She's got to have air conditioning. She gets car sick. I found that out the hard way. I took her one time to Boonville. This was 5-6 years ago. And, that's an hour there, an hour back. And she got car sick. So that was, originally she was going to go everywhere with me, but she just does not like riding in a car. The vet isn't bad because it's only 8 miles down the road. So it's right at the end of my road is the vet office. So she does okay on that. I've cracked the window a little bit. And she's still excited from getting in the truck by the time we get there. And then it's time to come back. So then I got to pick up while I'm there, Waldo, my only male beagle out there. He got another one of them hot spots on his other paw. This is the third one he's had. So I got to pick up more medication for him. I just tell them, they don't need to see him. It's exactly the same as what it was on the other paw. But otherwise, he'll just sit there and lick on it. But the medication they give him works pretty good. And, it's like me. I don't want to take medication. I don't want my dogs on it. But sometimes they need antibiotics and things like that. And, I was thinking on the way back, there's no living creature on earth that should require medication. There just isn't. Some of us have no choice in that. I threw mine all in the garbage. I don't need it. My blood pressure's good. My sugar's good now. And I waited until I knew for sure. But, yep, ever since I quit taking metformin, I'm feeling much better. Much better. I don't know what that stuff does, but I'm glad to be off of it. And we're going to stay off that stuff. All right. Well, it's not quite the last day of the month, but had to get one more put up there. If I want you guys to let me know, it's not, I know a lot of you, most of you on this channel are subscribed to my, subscribe to my other channel. I am having some really bad issues on that channel, and I cannot figure out what's going on. Every time I put a video up, it's the note, and it tells me how many subscribers are watching. Hardly any are getting notifications. So if you're not, I mean, I don't know if there's any way to even fix it, but man, I'm getting like 1,500 views on a video, and just a few months ago, they're almost 4,000 or 5,000. And I don't know if it had anything to do with me stopping for a while. I don't think so. But it's just that channel. This channel I'm not having any issues with. I've racked my brain. I've went over all the settings and everything. And they're just not alerting people. And most of the views I get are from non-subscribers. So if you are subscribed over there, check and see if you are still subscribed, and see if you're getting notifications, and let me know if you're not. I know a lot of people have let me know that they're not getting them. Like I said, I don't think there's anything we can do about it, but at least I'll know it's YouTube's fault, not mine. Because I've tried everything, man. I've tried changing the thumbnails, changing the titles, and I know that's not the problem. My build videos always got good views, and then, I mean, unless they're just not interested in the shop. That could eliminate the women, I guess. You know, and I have a lot of women as subscribers, so that could be. It could be that the women are not interested in watching that. I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, we'll just keep on going. That's all we can do. It'll get better. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy trails.